It's been brought to my attention that a lot of artists don't even know how to export their songs. They're often wondering why they upload their songs on Spotify, SoundCloud, everywhere else, and they figure like my songs aren't loud as everyone else's. My quality isn't up to par like everyone else's. Well, let me tell you why. As you can see that I'm talking into this microphone with no cable, it's not gonna sound right versus me actually talking into the microphone. So you know that there's a correct way to use a microphone and an incorrect way. And exporting your songs could be the reason why your songs don't sound as loud as everyone else's. Your mixes aren't hitting as loud as everyone else's. So let me show you the proper way to export your song. First format that is the biggest mistake is M4A. Unless you're uploading to a platform that requires M4A, do not export this shit, right? Do not do it. And when it comes to FLAC, this is a form of lossless compression. It's more than an MP3 or an ACC file. If you're gonna do this right here, it's gonna be like the most uncompressed version of a file. Me personally, I never use this format. But if you want to do it, if you want to do a little bit more research and it sounds like something that you want to do with your files, by all means, do that research. And now we get into the most common mistake that artists make when exporting their songs. If you're not careful, you're going to export your MP3 incorrectly. I don't want you to do that. This is what an MP3 sounds like at a 32-bit rate. So that's at 32 bits. That's horrible. That's not what we're supposed to do. If I raise it up to like 112. Now, in different places, and a spaceship coupe with a sunroof. To the ones I lost, I'm sorry I failed you. When it comes to MP3s, if you have to export the MP3, you want to make sure you're doing it at the highest bit rate possible, which is going to be 320. That's what it needs to be if you're doing an MP3. If you have to do it, make sure it's in stereo, not merged, not left, right only. Make sure that's in stereo. She said that she loved it and then she had then we see a big difference, right, in the file size, right? So 707, 2.5, and with the highest being 7.1. And even though that MP3 sound better than the lowest quality, MP3s are still a lower quality than the WAV file. A lot of artists need to understand you can upload the WAV file on DistroKid, TuneCore, SoundCloud, YouTube, Audiomack, wherever you're uploading. Upload the WAV file over the MP3, and I'm gonna tell you why. Here on WAV, we see it's a bigger file, right? WAV, we could do 24-bit or we could do 32-bit float. 24 is universally good unless you're uploading something to a platform that requires 32-bit. We're gonna keep it here. When it comes to WAV files, you gotta understand it is a higher quality than the MP3. So it's gonna be louder, it's less compressed. The MP3 is extremely compressed down. As you can see, it's a big difference between 48 and 7.1. That is a huge difference. The songs that your favorite artists are uploading and putting on these streaming platforms, they are WAV files. On their albums, WAV files, whether it's on the CD, anywhere else like vinyl, whatever, it's all the higher quality files. Like vinyl is the highest quality of audio anyway, like it's pure in its purest form. I get devil ways and then I pray. I rock slimy collars, but she bust through sat in my place. My wrist Audemars. Some people are gonna say, but they sound the same. But when you master a song, you want to master the wave over the MP3. But I had to make the video because a lot of artists send me music and they just send me the lowest quality music, and it's just not even saying from a recording or a mixing and the mastering point. It's just the export settings, because if you record good, you mix good, you master good, but you fuck up the export, all of that was wasted. All right, so make sure you make smart decisions when exporting your songs.